this chimp gives the signal that it's time to hunt. Hunting parties like this one may hold up to 3 dozen members, and their search could last up to 4 hours. They hunt 25 species, including small antelope and wild pigs. But they've found their...
Good news, farmers in Taraba State. Your storage problems are now over. The Taraba State government introduces new official farm sacks, the standard packaging solution for all agricultural products across our state. Through partnership between the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the visionary network Apex Limited, we're introducing high-quality branded sacks featuring Taraba's identity. The key benefits include uniform standard sacks statewide, increased internally generated revenue for Taraba's development, proud Taraba branding showing the origin of farm produce nationwide. Distributors in Yangtu, Uganda and all local governments, this is your call to action. Farmers Association and Aman.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the Sun TV Morning Show, your trusted companion to keep you energized in the morning, to start the day informed and inspired. I am Abraham Joda, and as well, always, we're bringing you the stories behind the headlines, the things that matters in society, the conversations that spark change, and the sunshine behind the headlines. Today is not just another morning, it's a fresh opportunity for you to shape your goals, challenge the ordinary, and step boldly into the future. And let me quote a very great lady here. Let me read it as the great Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala once said, "You can't use old maps to explore a new world. So let's map a new day together." From national headlines to human stories, and from the weather to wellness, let's dive into what makes a wave across Nigeria and beyond. This is the Sun TV Morning Show. Let's make today count. Well, let us map out today by starting with the weather. Let me take the weather reports for today. The weather reports across the country for today. As the day break across Nigeria, the weather conditions vary slightly across cities but remain generally mild, with a mixture of overcast skies, light rain, and pockets of sunshine. For the national outlook, the capital, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, 25 degrees Celsius, overcast with thunderstorms, feel like 27 degrees Celsius. No significant wind reported. The country high is at 25 degrees Celsius recorded in Sokoto, while country low is 22 degrees Celsius recorded in Bauchi. Maximum wind for today is 9 km per hour in Akure. So let's look at some of the city-by-city conditions as at 8, presently as we speak now. Abakaliki, partly sunny, 24 degrees Celsius. Abeokuta, partly passing cloud at 24 degrees Celsius. Akure, light rain overcast, 22 degrees Celsius. And Asaba, partly sunny, 24 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, Oka, partly sunny too, 24 degrees Celsius. Bauchi, low cloud, 22 degrees Celsius. While Duse, passing cloud, 22 degrees Celsius. Ibadan, light rain overcast at 22 degrees Celsius. While Lagos, passing cloud at 24 degrees Celsius. Oshogbo, light rain overcast at 22 degrees Celsius. Then Owerri, partly sunny, 24 degrees Celsius. Sokoto, overcast, warm at 25 degrees Celsius. And just like it says, the hottest part of the country right now. Umaya, partly sunny, 24 degrees Celsius. Yenogua, partly sunny at 24 degrees Celsius. While Yola is overcast at 24 degrees Celsius. Well, residents are advised to stay prepared for brief rain spells, especially in cities like Akure, Ibadan, and Oshogbo, whilst thunderstorms dominate Abuja. Other areas enjoy relatively mild and manageable weather. Travelers should check local updates, especially in northern and central regions. So my message to you today is stay safe and weather aware. Well, I think with this, we have some wide knowledge of what the weather looks like across the country. So get yourself prepared. Don't go out without really having a look at the weather report so that you don't get caught unawares or unprepared for the weather. Well, with that, we go straight to the dailies. We go straight to the dailies, and I'll be starting today with Daily Trust. Yes, let's go to the Daily Trust. On the top right corner, top left corner of the Daily Trust, Zamfara, bandits abduct 150 persons in 4 days. Another story says Remi Tinubu donate 4.15 billion naira in 7 months. Cargo clearance cost to rise as custom begins 4% levy collection. The mother, 5 children killed in Katsina building collapse. And our 3 Yobe teenagers emerged victorious in world competitions. Then Sudan hit by world's worst hunger crisis, United Nations. Then 22 persons killed in Niger auto crash. That is so sad. 22 people in an auto crash. That is so sad. May their soul rest in peace. And then a major headline on Daily Trust says Southern candidate Jonathan or Obi. Well, before we go into this headline, I would like to throw open the line so that we can have an interactive morning. So we are going to throw the number to call will be written on the screen of your TV set so we can have a discussion on what is going on, the stories that are making the headlines, and other issues that has to do with the state of the nation. So you can call into the show this morning. The number to call is 0704-919-8503. Once again, I say the number to call is 0704-919-8503. That is the number to call. Just call in, tell us your name, where you're calling from, and please turn down the volume of your TV set or stay away from where the sound of the TV will get into the call. So that is it. You can contribute, ask questions, and also speak on the issues that we're discussing this morning. So let's look at it. The Daily Trust, the major headline say Southern candidate Jonathan or Obi. According to the Daily Trust, multiple parts as political permutations gather pace ahead of the 2027 presidential election. The People's Democratic Party is weighing two prominent options. Two prominent southern figures are former President Goodluck Jonathan and Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi as potential candidates to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress. Multiple party sources told Daily Trust that Jonathan has emerged as a top contender within PDP circles as Chieftain intensified efforts to bring him back into the fold. The moves amid the party's ongoing internal crisis and declining influence, especially following the defection of his 2019 and 2023 presidential flag bearer, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, to the opposition coalition led by the African Democratic Congress, ADC. Jonathan, who lost his re-election bid to then opposition candidate Muhammadu Buhari in 2015, is believed to have shown renewed interest in returning to the political fray. And his appeal, according to party insiders, lies in the constitutional term limit clause, which provides that it can only serve one more term, a situation seen by many as a strategic route to balancing the power rotation between the North and South. Although the PDP has yet to officially zone its 2027 presidential presidential ticket, discussions are reportedly mirroring debates within the APC-led coalition. Within the ADC-led coalition. Within the ADC-led coalition, it was gathered that the central dilemma is whether to support Atiku again or back a southern candidate like Obi or former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amaechi, both of whom have pledged to serve only one term if elected. However, questions over the enforcement of such pledges have prompted some within the coalition to view Jonathan as a more constitutionally guaranteed one-term option. Obi, who defected from the PDP in 2022, has been the subject of lobbying by several PDP stakeholders seeking his return to lead the party in 2027. Yet, resistance remains, particularly from some northern PDP power brokers who argue that Obi one-term promise to the ADC lacks legal force and should be disregarded if he assumes power. So that is one of the reasons that may work against Peter Obi being supported by the PDP. But again, for these figures, Jonathan presents a safer bet. As a former president, he's already constitutionally barred from seeking more than one additional term. His potential candidacy is seen as a tactical compromise that could satisfy the southern demands for power shift in 2027 and also while keeping hopes alive for another return to the presidency in 2013. So that is the condition. Do you think if you had to choose between who will lead the party based on the present permutations in the 2027 election, the PDP, between Jonathan and Obi, who has a better chance? And who do you think will have more appeal across Nigeria? That is one of the posers for today. So you can call in to the show and we will pick your calls so that you can we can have your say and we know your views on this issue. So with that, let's move to another paper. Yes, another paper, another story. Okay, we go to the Vanguard. Yes, the Vanguard newspaper. On the top of the Vanguard, as the commissioners accused EEDC of reducing power supply in Enugu. Stories on page 19. Then Keyamo, aviation expert on warpath with Lagos airport renovation. Stories on page 9. Then banks woo me with pretty ladies for deposits. Send talks when my business went down or $10. That story is on page 9. Then, okay, I think I thought we had a call there. Court restrains Governor Bago from shutting Badegi FM. Stories on page 27. If you want to know why the courts restrained Governor Bago from shutting Badegi FM. Then Further down, Atiku Bunioda celebrate Nafisa, 17-year-old world best in English. That is very, very great. For the 70 years old Nafisa, she has done the nation proud. She has done the whole of Africa proud for emerging this the world best in English. Church of Nigeria formally cut ties with Wales over lesbian archbishop. Well, I think that story is on page 8. So the Church of Nigeria formally cut ties with Wales over lesbian archbishop. APC governor rally round party chair Yilwalda dismisses opposition as non-existent. So our story is on page 8 of the Vanguard. While the major headline says 2027, Obi's single-term pledge raises doors. Well, this story is about Obi again. It seems to be leading the headlines today. According to the Vanguard, the polity was astir yesterday over the persistent promise of former Anambra State Governor Mr. Peter Obi to do a term of 4 years and quit if elected as Nigeria president in 2027. Obi, who flew the flag of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential poll, came a close third behind President Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress, APC, and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. And it's not the only one making the one-term pledge. Former Rivers State Governor Mr. Rotimi Amaechi and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar have also made a promise, but Obi has been re-emphasizing the issue and cited foreign leaders who did a term and left indelible marks in the United States and Britain. In line with zoning principle between the north and southern Nigeria, there have been speculations that another southern succeeding President Tinubu will make South retain a power for 12 years and arm power rotation to the north in 2031 if President Tinubu is not re-elected in 2027. But dismissing these speculations, Obi yesterday said a true leader can turn Nigeria around in 4 years, stating that he's not desperate for power. The former Anambra State Governor said if elected, he will not do more than one term of 4 years. Obi's promise is causing a stir in the polity and eliciting mixed reactions. While some agreed with him, some disagreed, saying he's desperate for power. Those who spoke on the issue include Chairman of Southeast Senate Caucus, Senator Enaya Baribe Abga Abia, Chairman Senate Committee of Ethics, and also award-winning novelist Chimamanda Adichie, former senatorial candidate of PDP Ogun State Biodun Sanyaolu, former policy secretary PDP Southwest Ayo Fadaka, former SDP State Chairman Mr. Stephen Adewale, and also APC spokesperson Kola Olabisi, among others, also spoke on the matter. Reiterating the issue yesterday, Obi insisted that a true leader can, with sincerity of purpose, turn Nigeria's fortunes around for the better in 4 years. He argued that if service is the motive for a person seeking public office, it was possible to make it happen. Obi said this in response to the verbal attacks and criticism trailing his declaration that he will spend only one term of 4 years in office if elected president in 2027. In a post on his X handle, he said, "I still find it baffling that my decision to do a term of 4 years, if given the mandate to rule this country, is generating so much agitation. By these feelings, we are doubting the fact that a sincere leader can achieve much in 48 months. I've never been desperate in the pursuit of power or anything else for that matter." So those are just some of his comments on his page. Well, I think we have a caller here. Good morning. Welcome to Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Mr. John from Onitsha, Anambra State.
Oh, good morning, Mr. John from Onitsha. How are you doing today?
Right.
Okay, what's your contribution to our discussion so far?
My contribution is regarding Obi's desire to make a one term.
Yes.
appearance. If you know P2P naturally, they say it doesn't give money, it doesn't give shishi. Obi is not interested in acquiring wealth. No. He has philosophy. He sees lifestyle is simple. He has no house in his village except his father's house. You know, it's where he lives. He has a small building. And most of the time, whatever he acquires, he gives it out. During that day, there was the time they gave him almost 100 million. I asked them, 100 million for myself? No. And he now narrated the bank, that's the Fidelity Bank. Use this money to buy vehicles for students. And he used that money to buy vehicles for students.
Oh, that's good.
And he's more transparent. If you are dealing with him, he must be transparent. He's not the person that when there's a contract of 50 million, they will now inflate it to 200 million, 300 million. That is why people are now kicking against him, because he's more transparent and honest and trustworthy.
Okay.
When they own most of the buildings in Anambra State Government House, they pushed the price up very high. And when he came, he did that job 70% below the cost they marked for the project.
Okay, thank you, Mr. John. So you are.
It will go down, it doesn't change his position.
Okay. So you have the opinion that he will keep to his word of 4 years term, and he's going to do a lot within 4 years. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. John, calling from Onitsha. Really appreciate that comment.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, that was Mr. John from Onitsha there with his view. Let us go to another view here from the founder, first national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, Chief Chekwas Okori, said Obi's pledge is a sign of desperation. This is according to Chief Chekwas Okori, that is the founder and first national chairman of the All Progressive Grand Alliance. Okay, we have another call. Good morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, we lost our call there. So Okori noted that although Obi has said repeatedly that he ain't desperate for power for his 4-year tenure. Good morning. Welcome to the Psalm TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jimo. You're calling from Niger State.
Oh, good morning, Jimo. Where in Niger State exactly are you calling from?
Bago.
Bago, okay, that's good. So what's your view on our discussions this morning?
Like the 4 years time.
Yes, go ahead.
Even if they say we should even take it 4 years, 8 years time, what is the assurance that they will make their smile?
Okay, what is the assurance that what?
That those people, those our elected people, what is the assurance that they will all make Nigeria smile?
Oh, that is a good one. Not the 4 years, not 8 years. What is the assurance that they will make Nigeria fine? That is the contribution from Bago in Niger State there. Okay, thank you very much. I believe you are listening and they are listening to you. Good morning. Welcome to Psalm TV Morning Show.
Good morning.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
And what's your name? Hello?
My name is Joshua.
Joshua.
Hello.
Okay, Joshua, what do you have to say?
The road is not good. The road is not good very well. That is what I want to say.
Okay, Joshua, road to where? Where exactly? Where do you live? Which state do you live?
Where exactly? Where do you live? Which state do you live?
I live in Nigeria.
You live in Nigeria, so the roads are not good. How old are you, Joshua? Okay, that's Joshua there. I think Joshua's voice sounds like that of a young boy. He lives in Nigeria and is calling on the government, the local government, the federal government, the state government. Let me help you make this call. Joshua, young Joshua says the roads are not good. And I think young Joshua deserves to live in Nigeria where the roads are good. Please, let us do that for this young man who took his time to call this morning. Thank you, Joshua, for that call. Good morning. Welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from? And please turn down the volume of your TV set.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Motar.
Okay, where are you calling from?
Good morning, are you there?
I'm fine, Mukhtar. Hello?
Okay.
Okay, where are you calling from? Tell us, what do you have for us this morning?
I'm calling for Abuja.
Okay, go ahead, speak. We're listening.
I know, say the way Joshua talks, the road is bad.
Okay. The roads are bad.
The road is bad.
Okay.
Let us do something about the road.
Yes, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mukhtar from Abuja. Yes, you can see another caller has called to support what young Joshua said, that the roads are bad and the government should do something about it. Okay, there's another caller. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning.
Oh, welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Afam Light. I'm calling from Delta State, Asaba to be precise.
Oh, welcome, Afam from Asaba. What's your view on what our discussions this morning?
Yeah, concerning a single term of Obi's promise.
Yes.
Well, I think if Nigeria can give him a chance, that young man, one thing I found about him that he's not just a politician that become a leader. He's a leader that is into politics.
Okay.
He doesn't play politics with people's life or Nigerians' economy. He's a leader, a born and a trained leader who understand what leadership should be, who understand what governance should be, who understand managing people's resources should be.
Yeah.
You understand me? So if he said, I want to go for one term, we have seen people like that. The former president of that's Mandela.
Okay,
even
yeah.
people say no, go more. He said no, I want to serve for one term. Even in America, we have seen some president that didn't finish their term, that even served one term, and they did well. What they did is still speaking to today.
Yes,
it's not
sir.
about the longevity. It's not about how many years. It's what you can be able to do with that short period of time.
Okay, that's
just
good.
if he promised that he would do that, it's not the first time he's given promise and he has fulfilled it.
Okay.
Do you understand me? It's not the first time, and I believe if he say this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to lead us to the path of production instead of consumption again within my 4 years of tenure, he will have the capacity to do that.
Okay.
So that's what I want to say.
Thank you
Yes,
very
he
much.
can keep his promise.
Thank you very much, Mr. Afam from Asaba. Thank you very much for that call.
Thank you.
Yes, and you can all heard Mr. Afam from Asaba there. Well, the calls are coming in fast. Yes, good morning. Welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we lost that. Good morning. Welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Abuja.
Oh, good morning. And what's your name?
I'm Solomon. I want to call on the presidential initiative for CNG
Okay.
to give us more attention. The queue in Abuja is still getting much. We want them to take away the bottlenecks so that other investors can come into the system, because they said they have removed subsidy and this is a substitute for subsidy for common man who have cars to be able to live. The trouble is too much. If not for this thing, I know that people will have taken to the street. But with that still, They should make it more easier for people to be able to access it.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yes.
Mr. Solomon.
The queue is getting too much. People sleep on queue. People's father forsake their children, forsake their home. A home without a father, you know what the children will become tomorrow. So it matters a lot that the government look into it on a serious ground. Let there be more stations. Let there be more trucks to supply into the FCT and the north central region where people come from Nasarawa. You can imagine somebody will leave Kefi, coming to sleep in Abuja just to buy CNG and go to Kefi and work. How many hours work will he work? How many hours will it last for him? And going to Greenville in Lafayette is far for them, you know. So please, I'm using this privilege to call on the federal government and the PCNGI and the NNPCL, the retail centers of NNPC, to look into it critically and make it a serious obligation to them. Because you can see, like 3 days ago, they have many trucks. 2 days ago, yesterday, there were no trucks. People sleep at the station, are waiting truck as this morning. We are not in a Abacha regime where petrol is a problem. They have said they have taken away the subsidies. So we want it more easier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Solomon.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah.
And just like what the young Joshua said, please, the government to look to our road. We really need it. The boy speaks my mind. Please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Solomon, calling from Abuja. It's calling on the government to ensure that there's enough CNG supply across Nigeria, especially in Abuja and the North Central. You all heard what is said about people leaving their families to sleep over the night on queue in anticipation of CNG. Well, we are going to hold government to their own words. Subsidy has been removed, and CNG was one of the policies they brought in to ease the effect of subsidy removal, and it is not working as we can all see. So it is an indictment on the part of government, the federal government, the NNPCL, and all those are involved in these situations to ensure that Nigerians don't go through unnecessary pains in a bid to fuel their vehicle with CNG. Okay, and well, I think with that, we may have to go to another paper. The calls are coming in. Okay, let me take the headlines from The Guardian. The headline from The Guardian says recapitalization looms as Tinubu signs insurance reform bill. Read our story on page 3. 1.5 million children die of vaccine-preventable diseases yearly. Stories on page 30. Oluremi Tinubu donates 1 billion to Niger flood victim. And the headlines again say concerns over new custom levy, weak import as car ownership turns luxury. Then ADC leadership crisis deepens as INEC chairman withhold backing. Then investors raise stake in Nigeria with $5.6 billion capital inflow in Q1. So that's some of the headlines on the Guardian. So let's look at the Guardian and see maybe we can take some of this, the Guardian's view on what we just discussed. So, okay, I think we have to leave that and move to the Punch. For the Punch this morning, as a presidential jet gulps 26.38 billion in 18 months. That story is on page 27 of the Punch. And CBT fears surge after decade worst WAEC results. So stories on page 8. And Atiku Obi reject controversial party registration bill. That story is on page 2. And federal government inaugurates National MSMEs Grant Clinic in Akure. Then first Oldco to dispose shares after a 2 decades exit. A 60-year-old Nigerian found dead with stab wounds in UK flat. So sad one there. The banking boomed with 3.1 billion foreign inflows in 3 months. While the major headline on the Punch, nationwide alert. Federal government warns of 5-day flooding in 19 states. Rainfall flooding forecast for Tuesday to Thursday. Floods hit Ogungombe. 2025 flooding kills 191,94 missing. Sad one there for flood. Let us look at that story. The federal government has forecasted heavy rainfall over a 5-day period that may trigger flooding across 19 states and 76 locations. The warning issued on Tuesday by the National Flood Early Warning Sign System of the Federal Ministry of Environment called on stakeholders and residents to take urgent precautionary measures. This comes as devastating floods struck Ogun and Gombe State on Tuesday, with other states including Lagos, Plateau, Anambra, and Delta also affected by the disaster. According to the center's flood prediction obtained by the affected area are expected to experience rainfall likely to cause flooding from August 5 to August 9, 2025. Let us take this call. Good morning. Welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, what's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is...
Oh, we lost that call there before you could say his name. So the predicted states and locations are Akwa Ibom. In Akwa Ibom, we have Edo, Eket, Ikom, Oron, Ukpenakang. Those are the predicted areas in Akwa Ibom State. For Bauchi State, we have Tafa, Balewa, Azare, Jamari, Kari, Misau, and Jama. These places are some of the predicted areas in Bauchi State that the flood that may have flooding. Then for Ebonyi State, we have Abakaliki, Echara, Ezilo. Those are the three areas that are suspected may have some flooding issues between these 5 days. Then Cross River, Ogoja, Edo, and Obubra in Cross River. Nasarawa, we have Kiana, Kefi, and Wamba in Nasarawa State. For Benue, Agaku, Bukuru, Boko, Igbomale, Ito, Kasinala, Uba, and Vandekia. These are the areas in Benue State. For Kaduna, we have Jaji, Kafancha, Birningwari, and Zaria. And Katsina, Bindawa, Bakori, Daura, and Funtua. In Kebbi, we have Bagudo, Birnin Kebbi, Bunza, Gwandu, Jega, Kalgo, Kamba, Kangiwa, Shanga, Ribao, Sakaba, Saminaka, Yelwa, and Gaurim Banza. For Kano, we have Bebeji, Gezewa, Gwarzo, Kano, Karaye, Tudunwada, Wudil, Kunchi. Then for Niger State, we have Kontangura, Rijau, and Ringim. For Plateau, Mangu. For Taraba, Donga, and Takum. For Jigawa, Diginsa, Gumel, Dutse, Gwaram, Adeja, and Miga. For Yobe, Minchina, and Potiskum. Zamfara, we have Anka, and Sokoto, we have Sokoto and Wamako. For Borno, Biu, and for Gombe, Bajoga. So these are the areas where they are predicted flooding, according to the center flood prediction obtained by the Guardian correspondent, by the Punch correspondent, sorry for that. The affected area is expected to experience rainfall likely to cause flooding from August 5 to August 9, 2025. So those in this affected area should take caution. And we're calling on the government and the agencies responsible to ensure that everything, all orientation should be done and everything possible should be done within this period to ensure that people living in those affected areas have moved to places where they are not prone to flood. And also we call on people to take the initiative on their own to move away from these flood-prone areas. Welcome to the Sun TV Morning Show. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, we lost that call. Okay, with that, we move to another paper. We're done with the Punch. Let's go to the leadership. The leadership newspaper on the top left corner, we have reject Mark-led leadership. 286 state chairman tell INEC. Well, the battle for the soul of ADC has started already. What best in English skills? I wanted the world to know Nigerians can win, says Yobe school girl Nafisa Well, I think this morning we have to applaud Nafisa for achievement, for the feat she achieved in become the world best in English skills. I think she deserves all the, she deserves every accolade, and she deserves to be rewarded. So we're calling on every good man in Nigeria and the government to ensure that they reward this young girl. And also, she deserves scholarship, if you ask me, to any level that she wants to go to. Well, it seems the ladies are winning all over the place these days. It's a woman's world. For the past 1 month, we had the Falcons, Super Falcons, we had the Tigress. Now, Nafisat, the ladies are doing wonderfully well for Nigeria. Congratulations to all the women in the world and to everyone that supports a woman in sports, a woman in education. As you can see the results of this now. Congratulations, Nafisa. Wish you all the best. Then we have this headline again on the leadership. Abuja overtakes Lagos as Nigeria records $5.64 billion capital importation in Q1. Then you are not our match, APC governor tells ADC others. Collapse building kills mother, 5 children in Katsina. Insurance to recapitalize as Tinubu signed insurance reform bill into law. The Benue Assembly suspend 5 lawmakers for concealing report. Revive United Nigeria Textiles, Emir Sanusi tells federal government. The major headlines, oil workers want government refineries fixed before sales. Pegasan advocate NLNG model for privatization of PH, Warri and Kaduna plants. Then Nigerian Anglicans cut ties with Church of Wales over gay Archbishop election. Well, let's go to another paper. The Daily Times. The Daily Times. Say court convicts 21 foreigners for hacking, orders deportation. You can read that story on page 2 of the Daily Times. Then flood destroy 50 houses, school, churches in Plateau. Stories on page 8. And Tinubu signs insurance reform bill to boost financial sector. Stories on page 2. Police arrest 211 suspects in Delta. Recovers 8.5 million naira ransom and firearms. Stories on page 5. NDA disown fake list of successful 2025 candidates. Stories on page 2. In Africa requires $3 trillion to achieve climate goals. AU, that story is on page 12. And then CDC FIB approves promotion of 30 Assistant Controller General. Well, that's all we can take on the cover page of the Daily Times. I think that's all the papers we'll be taking this morning on the Some TV morning show. Well, I think today I'm going to end this segment with a call from the young Joshua. Joshua, who called and said the roads are bad. And I agree with Joshua. It's the rainy season. The roads are bad across Nigeria. And we need to have a government who is responsible and responsive to the calling. If a young man like Joshua, who I believe from the sound of his voice, it should be a teenager, is calling on Nigeria to fix the roads so that young ones like them can move. The future belongs to them. Please, let's give Joshua and every other young Nigerian a chance to have a good future by providing roads for them. On this note, I draw the curtains on today's segment of the newspaper reviews on the morning show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this break to continue the morning show. Thank you.
Kashi ga dama ta samu, ina manoma da ke fadin jihar Taraba, dama ta zo gare ku domin matsalar ajiya ta kare. Gwamnatin jihar Taraba tana gabatar da sabuwar fatan buhu wato Taraba Farm Sack buhu na hukuma don tattara dukkan amfanin gona a faɗin jihar Taraba. Ta haɗin gwiwa tsakanin ma'aikatar kasuwanci, sana'o'i da masana'antu da The Visionaries Network Apex Limited. An kera sabbin buhunan masu inganci masu ɗauke da tambarin jihar Taraba. Wasu daga ribar amfani da su waɗannan buhunan sun haɗa da tsarin amfani da buhu ɗaya daidaitacce a faɗin jihar Taraba, karin kuɗaɗen shiga na cikin gida don ci gaban jihar Taraba. Tambarin Taraba a ko'ina yana nuna asalin amfanin gona a kasuwannin Najeriya. 'Yan kasuwa da masu rarrabawa a Yantu Ngada da dukkan kananan hukumomi, wannan kira ne domin ku. Kungiyoyin manoma da mambobin amana, ku shirya don mafita mafi inganci. 'Yan kasuwa daga ko'ina cikin Najeriya, ku shirya karɓan buhuna masu inganci daga jihar Taraba. Domin neman karin bayani tuntuɓi ma'aikatar kasuwanci ta jihar Taraba. Mu gina makomar noma a Taraba da buhu guda ɗaya mai inganci da ɗaurewa. Taraba Sacks na kare amfanin gona da kuma inganta jiharmu.
Good news, farmers in Taraba State. Your storage problems are now over. The Taraba State government introduces new official farm sacks, the standard packaging solution for all agricultural products across our state. Through partnership between the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the Visionary Network Apex Limited, we're introducing high-quality branded sacks featuring Taraba's identity. The key benefits include uniform standard sacks statewide, increased internally generated revenue for Taraba's development, proud Taraba branding showing the origin of farm produce nationwide. Distributors in Yangtu, Nganda and all local governments, this is your call to action. Farmers Association and Amana members, prepare for better storage. Dealers across Nigeria, get ready for Taraba's premium branded sacks. Together, we build Taraba's agricultural future, one quality sack at a time. Taraba Sacks, protecting your harvest, promoting our state. Announcer Honorable Peter George, the Commissioner.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Som TV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Som TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 24/7 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 24/7 financial transaction, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 24/7 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSub. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking products and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 24/7. Ascend to the future. Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance, and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Som TV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Sun TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient, and affordable 24/7 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Som TV, the pulse of the nation.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Som TV Morning Show. I am Abraham Joda. This is the Taraba News segment of the morning show. This is where we discuss anything and everything that has to do with Taraba State. Well, before we go to the stories on the cover page of Taraba newspaper, I would like to break this great information to you. On today's edition of Today's Politics on Som TV, we are going to be having a guest that is going to throw the discussions off the hinges. Today on the program Today's Politics from 6 to 7:30 p.m., we'll be having Honorable Usman Danjuma Shidi, popularly known as Danji SS. He is a seasoned Nigerian legislator who served representing the Ibi Wukari Federal Constituency of Taraba State in the House of Representatives. First elected in 2015, He was a very, very prominent voice in the National Assembly, serving as chairman of the House Committee on Internal Security during the 9th Assembly. He was born in 1967 in Wukari, Taraba State. Honorable Shidi began his education at Ebenezer Primary School and has since built a notable political career. He won re-election in 2019 under the platform of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA, before later defecting to the All Progressive Congress, where he contested for the seat of Senate of Taraba South, and many believe he lost controversially. And he has continued to play an active role in both the local and national politics. But last week, something happened that shook Taraba State. It resigned its membership of the APC. And that has been the discussion on every political platform in Taraba State. It has brought into the discussion, into the mix, a kind of uncertainty of the political direction Southern Taraba and Taraba State will be going in 2025 or in 2027. So this evening on Today's Politics from 6 to 7:30, we'll bring to you Honorable Usman Danjuma Shidi. He will be here to speak on his resignation and other matters arising. Don't miss it. It's going to be explosive, I promise you. Thank you very much. Well, let us go back to the Taraba news, and I'll still tell you, don't miss out on that explosive interview with Honorable Usman Danjuma Shidi. So let's go to Taraba news this morning. Then before we go, I would also like to wish one of our staffs here of Taraba Business School, one of our staffs, the one who is the clerk and secretary to the CEO, Justina Danjuma. She's the one that ensures that the office of the CEO, Chigwebe Olayinka, is in good shape and everything works perfectly well. So happy birthday to Miss Justina Danjuma. Wishing you all the best. Age gracefully, and congratulations on your new age. Well, just like we say, today is your day. Celebrate it. Celebrate this new day and new year and new age. So have a wonderful day, Justina Danjuma. So with this, we move to the cover page of Taraba News. As you all know, Taraba News is the most influential newspaper in Taraba State. This is where you get every story that has to do with Taraba. Now, let us look at the major headlines. Say, WAEC 2025. Nation comforts alarming decline as only 38% pass key subjects. Stories on page 6. Kidnappers attack vehicle, abduct passengers in Taraba. Stories also on page 5. Non-Senate applaud Governor Kefas for appointed technocrat Josiah Abu, Executive Vice Chairman, Taraba Bioentrepreneurship Innovation Solution Agency. The story is on page 4. And then we have Brigadier General Kingsley Siwa leads peace dialogue to resolve farmer-settlers conflict in Karim Lamido. Abandoned amputated Taraba student calls out PDP and state government. The story is on page 3. Then troop rescue level stages recover arms in Benue Taraba offensive. The story is on page 5. Then Taraba NUJ holds annual congress. That story is on page 3 of Taraba News. Let us start with the major story. Brigadier General Kingsley Siwa leads peace dialogue to resolve farmers-settlers conflicts in Karim Lamido. Navigating the rugged and often inaccessible terrain of Karim Lamido proved not to be a challenge for Brigadier General Kingsley Chidieberiwa, Commander 6th Brigade, Nigerian Army and Sector 3 Operation Wild Stroke as he journeyed into the heart of the farmer-herders conflict. Brigadier Uwa fixed the complex tasks ahead, and upon arriving at the Karim Lamido local government secretariat, the Brigadier General engaged in a closed-door meeting with Chairman Karim Lamido local government area Honorable Bitrus Danjos, key traditional and community leaders, herders, farmers, aiming to foster dialogue and address the deep-rooted tension that have long disrupted peace in the area. Through in strategic mediation, General Uwa sought to bridge divides, promote mutual understanding, and lay the groundwork for sustainable peace in the region. Addressing the attendees in Hausa, he expressed his dissatisfaction about the ongoing conflict and calls for peace to be sustained. He further reminded them that the army is engaging in non-kinetic ways such as dialogue rather than resorting to the use of force to resolve the issue, and urged everyone to choose the path of peace. His effort represents a critical intervention in a conflict marked by years of mistrust and violence, emphasizing the importance of collaboration and goodwill among all stakeholders involved. The local government area chairman, Honorable Danjos, pleaded with the subjects to embrace peace and unity to promote development in Karim Lamido, and warned parents to speak to their children to avoid drugs and careless use of social media to cause division among residents of the local government. The meeting ended with 7 days ultimatum given to the communities, upon which an agreement will be signed to solidify peace in Karim Lamido. Well, I think this is a very, very wonderful initiative by Brigadier General Chidebere Uwa of the 6th Brigade, that is Brigade Nigeria Army Sector 3 Operation Wise Stroke. This initiative, I believe, will go a long way in ensuring that there's peace in Karim Lamido. Kudos to the Nigerian Army and kudos to the commander, Brigadier General Kingsley Chidebere, and all members, officers of the Nigerian Army who are laying down their lives to ensure that we live in a peaceful society. We know they are doing what is good, and I believe at the end of it all, we are going to... Ilya Kefas took responsibility for his medical bills. Speaking with Daily Post on Monday in Jalingo, the state capital, he expressed the state government to come to his aid after the surgery, claiming that the government has since abandoned him, living without proper medical care. He also alleged that doctors have left him unattended to and is struggling to receive necessary treatment. He said, despite my critical condition, I've been left to fend for myself. The government's abandonment have left me and my family in distress. He said, I'm appealing for assistance from the state government to fulfill its commitment to my medical care. I need immediate attention to receive necessary treatment and rehabilitation, he said. Some of the doctors who confided pointed accusing fingers at the state government for the neglect, citing the inability of the government to fulfill the promise as regards the medical upkeep of the student. This is a very, very sad one. This is Mr. Aoi Samoyo Paul was one of those who was hosting the flag of the PDP to welcome dignitaries into Jalingo during the Taravest summit held in Jalingo, Taraba State. And I think he did it as part of his own contribution as a Taraban to the Taravest summit. And I think he deserves the government, the PDP, and well-meaning Tarabans to come to his aid. This young man should not be abandoned. He's a 100-level student of Taraba State Polytechnic who had a great future ahead of him and who still have a great future ahead of him. Let the government come to his aid. Let the PDP come to his aid. He was hosting their flag when this occurred. Don't let this young man lose hope. Don't let him feel abandoned by a state he was proud of to hoist a flag waving to welcome people into, while the state was opening its hands for investors to come in. This is a call to all the relevant agencies, or the relevant politicians, or the state governor, Dr. Abu Kefas. Please come to the aid of this young man and help him at this trying time. Well, we go to another paper. Yesterday, Taraba NUJ holds annual Congress. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, Taraba State Council, under the leadership of Comrade Matthew Elujen, has convened its annual Congress to deliberate on key issues affecting members and the future direction of the union. The Congress gathers journalists from across the state to review the union's achievements, confront current challenges, and chart strategies aimed at enhancing professionalism and improving members' welfare within the media sector. It was a very, very good Congress yesterday, and as the deliberations, very sure we yield a lot of progress for the union. So it's a good one, and congratulations to the leadership of the Nigerian Union of Journalists under the leadership of Comrade Matthew Elujen. That's a good one. Then move to another story before we wrap it up for today. Kidnappers attacked vehicle, abduct passengers in Taraba. Suspected armed kidnappers attacked the vehicle and took away several passengers on the Chinkante Wukaru Road in Wukaru local government area of Taraba State. The incident happened at about 10:30 p.m. on Monday, according to a report shared on Tuesday on X by security analyst Zagazola Makama. Well, we call on the security agencies to do something concerning these adopted passengers. Then troops rescue 11 hostages, recovered arms in Benue Taraba offensive. Troops of Operation Wild Stroke have rescued 11 kidnapped victims and recovered a cache of weapons during a coordinated offensive against armed criminals elements in the parts of Benue and Taraba State. The high-impact operation, which took place between 2nd and 3rd August 2025, was led by Colonel K.O. Bukoye, commander of Sector 1, with area support from the air component. The assault targeted criminals hideout in Ahor and Chito areas of Ukum local government area in Benue State, while troops of Sector 3 mounted a blocking position at Gindemangoro, Wukari local government, Taraba State, to intercept fleeing suspects. The troops overpowered kidnappers during a firefight, apprehended 2 key suspects, while others fled, abandoning their captives and weapons. 11 victims, 4 females and 7 males were rescued, given medical attention and profiled for unification with their families. Weapons recovered from the scene include 4 FM rifles, 3 G3 rifles, 4 AK-47 rifles, 1 PTK machine gun, 1 locally made Dane gun, 15 AK-47 magazines, 3 FM rifle magazines, 31 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO ammunition, 184 rounds of 7.62 by 54 mm ammunition, and 1 pistol magazine. Wow, it is 5 smoke canisters and several fetish charms. These troops also destroyed the kidnappers' camp and logistic base, significantly weakening the criminals' group presence in the region. First Commander of OPWS, Major General Moses Gara, who personally oversaw the operation, praised the troops' gallantry and reaffirmed the commitment of OPWS to pursue all criminal elements in line with strategic directive of the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa. Well, this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition of the Morning Show. It has been a very exciting one, and thank you to all those who call in the first segment of the show, and also especially to the young Joshua who called for roads to be fixed across Nigeria. Joshua, I believe the government is listening, the local government, the state government, the federal government. Please listen to the cry and plea of young Joshua and fix the roads across Nigeria. And we also call on the Taraba State government, the PDP, and every concerned Taraba to come to the aid of Mr. Paul, a 100 level student of Taraba State Polytechnic, who, while hosting the flag during the Taravest Summit, was electrocuted, and he has double amputation was done on him, and now he has been left stranded at the orthopedic hospital in Jalingo. He needs our collective assistance so that he will not become an invalid. So we call on the government, we call on good-meaning Tarabans to come to the aid of Mr. Paul, the 100-level student of Taraba State Polytechnic. So this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition of the morning show. And say thank you to everyone who has participated in this morning show. Well, other programs continue on Some TV Morning Show. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching Some TV. Don't skip. Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching Some TV. Don't skip. Ladies and gentlemen,